You know, last night I was doing the intro to this video, this shoot, and then I got an email and it changed the whole thing. I said, I got to redo this intro because I'm just pretty excited about this email. But we're doing a shoot with the StellaPros. I'm telling you, like, if you are a beginner, this is a cheat sheet here. You know, these lights can make a beginner look like a pro, period. It's just, it takes you to a different level of lighting that you can control and that you can make sense of. If you're a pro, I don't have to tell you anything, you'll understand the benefit of these. Now, that being said, these, you know, I'm editing the video last night. I did it fancy in black and white. I'm trying. And then I said, okay, email popped up. I got my little thing. I opened up and I went, are you kidding me? So Stella's doing you know, they have the promotion going on, which these things are 40% off. And then on top of the 40% off, they did a kit with a 2-light kit and a hard case. I didn't even finish my video. I just ordered one. I was just like, oh my God, I have 2 of these. I want 2 more at this price. And there's and I'm not like trying to sell you anything. Honestly, I don't care whether you buy these or not. But I'm going to take you through this video that we did, or this shoot that we did on video here, and explain some things, explain my mistakes, explain, you know, the success part of it and what I did and how I did it, so you can really see what these look like with a regular everyday shoot. Not like, you know those companies that have the LED lights that they put so much money into the influencers to push this crap and to. I'm just going to show you a shoot, you know, start to finish shoot. Battery power, I had no issue with it. You know, the really beautiful thing about these is, you know, I start off the video with these on LED, and you'll see the model squint, you know, but when she comes back, you know, when you tell them not to look at the LED, what do? They immediately look at the LED, and then they're squinting, they're like, oh, that's bright. Like, I told you not to look at it. They look at it anyway, like every time. Anyway, so then I pop this into flash mode. And, you know, like when you turn this on, you know, you tap it and then you can adjust the LED. You tap it again and then it takes you into the flash mode and you can adjust the power of the flash. But then when you click it back, you can adjust the power of the LED, so it's like a modeling light, and the flash is whatever you set it at in flash mode. Love that about this. Now, flash mode, I'm 90% of the time in full power because I want that full power flash. But when I'm using a backlight and a front light, because I'm using 2 lights through this thing, the backlight is usually dialed back, probably to half, if not less. And, you know, the one part of the shoot, it was dialed all the way down for the flash mode because I just needed that hint of hair or rim light. You know, and then I use this as a hard light with an umbrella as a soft fill. I love hard light, and believe me, like when you're using hard light, you know, it takes a little effort in post-production because some people they're going to have the shine on their face, or if they have, you know, blemishes, you know, it takes a little bit more work because a hard light's going to show off that stuff a little bit more. But don't shy away from hard light because you don't want to do the work in post. You know, honestly, because you can get so many great looks with hard light, which you'll see in this shoot. I did hard and soft, so you can see both. But these emails that I got, like, shocked the hell out of me, the price-wise. It was so good. I mean, it's like $800, $900 worth of savings, not including the free case. That's insane. Anyway, let's get to the video, watch it. I will leave the link for these, for this deal below. You know, if you were like on the edge of getting these, this is a perfect time to get these. You know, me, perfect is the 2-light set with the hard case, and you get all the extras with it that aren't included with a regular just 1-light kit. Yeah, you get the 100-watt chargers, you get the different Fresnel. There's a bunch of stuff with it that you have to buy extra normally at a price that you can't beat. Now, I guarantee you they have limited stock on these, so don't wait on these. they have limited stock on these, and I don't want you to miss out or have to wait on these. So, hit the link below after you watch the video, because this is a really cool video and it'll show you what these lights can actually do during a regular shoot. Thanks for watching as always. Let's get to the video. Really quickly, I'll leave that link for this incredible deal in the description below with the code you have to use. Don't miss out on this if you're like on the fence on getting these lights. Okay, so this is hard light, simple as that. I'm using two lights, one is a rim light, and I'm using the Fresnel lenses. This is straight LED, so I'm not into the flash mode yet. I'm at full power on these. I'm at full power on the 1-2 camera left. I'm at probably half power to quarter power to the hair and rim light. Hair and rim light you'll always have to turn down, otherwise you're gonna get hot spots, and like you'll see that to me is a little hot. I have to dial it back a little bit. These are the mistakes you make with hair lights. It's always too hot, and it's very rarely, under. It's just because, people are geared into this, oh, well, if I have it, I got to use it kind of thing. If the power's there, don't waste it, use it. Dial it back quite a bit and then just get a touch of that rim light. And you'll see like later in the flash part of this, which just is amazing to me. I'm doing the flash now. So here's the thing. You click over to the flash mode, your LED will shut off. You adjust the power of the flash and where you want it. And then you click back over to the LED, and then you can dial back the LED just so you can aim it. And this will make your battery last a heck of a lot longer. And, the flash is not like a regular flash where it's just like this powerful thing going in their face. Yes, not as much power as a flash. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But this is the first LED hybrid flash for me that actually works. When these first came out, because of the limitation with the battery, the original battery, I more or less equated them to a powerful flashlight. Now, and plus the strobe didn't work all the time because it wouldn't connect with the Pro Photo, and I didn't want to use the Godox remotes, and that was still hit and miss. The updated firmware, the updated battery, they nailed this. And like I said before, like the only thing I could wish for is a remote to turn these on and off. Not even for power-wise. I would like power, don't get me wrong, it would be a lot easier instead of using that knob. But it's more laziness than necessity. And, because we're so used to the strobes having everything right on the remote, you think, okay, well, I want this. You know what, for what these are, I'm okay to go up and down and, move these things and do them myself. Not a problem. But you see how I can aim this light, because that is a spot. Now I'm shutting the window shade to just show you what this looks like in studio. Now, this is darker than what it actually is because I have the camera focused just on our face for exposure. And I put it in pro mode. This is that Osmo 3, by the way. I seriously love that camera. But look at the quality of the light. Now, this is hard light. These are two Fresnels. This is a medium spot and a spot. I'm sorry, they are both medium at this point. Now, here, I'm throwing in an umbrella. This umbrella is that lasso light collapsible umbrella, like, it collapses down to nothing. It's like pocket size. Love that little thing. I hardly ever used it because the shaft is bigger than most shafts, so it wouldn't fit in my Pro Photo, receptor for the umbrella holder. But these, it fits in fine. So I really am going to get a lot of use of these. I have two of these, and now I can finally use them because of that shaft size. It works in the, the receptor in the reflex. Man, I have to get these things straight. So the backlight, I'm switching over to the spot because you see it's a little wider. So I switch it over to the spot and I'm able to get a tighter spot. And you see how I just moved it back and I just made the spot a little bit bigger. It's that easy to adjust, but you can see it. And these are set to 1 or 2 power, like really low power. You just see it better because of the video. And I have the main light on probably 3/4 right now to full. I apologize. I think it's full because I'm shooting through that shoot through. And I have the back one set to 1/8 power, just dialed down quite a bit. Otherwise it would just overpower it. I just wanted that little gradient look behind her. But the soft light from this is beautiful. And if I just move that, more towards the camera, it'd even soften up the shadow more, but I didn't want that. I want that shadow look. Now I'm using the light that I'm putting up now with the Fresnel as my main light. This is the light that's going to light her face. And the shoot-through umbrella I'm going to use as the fill. Love this look. I want to create shadows. For me, shadows are everything in a photo. They give depth. They give just texture. They give everything that I want in a photo. Again, when you're using a hard Fresnel-like light, if you have somebody with oily skin or shiny skin, you're going to get hot spots. And you have to be very, very careful of that so you don't blow out those hot spots, so you don't lose the detail in them. Dial it back a little bit. And then, yes, you're going to have to do some post work on those kind of hot spots. But the benefit of hard light, now that shot there was her further away from the background, so it went gray. Now I'm moving her into the background to pull the white back out. So I can use, when I'm using the same lighting setup, and completely change the color of the backdrop from gray to white. I just love the ability of this. The positive side about this is the aiming and the visual before you shoot. And, getting that 18,000 lumen in a strobe and also being able to see it with a lower wattage light, for the modeling light, if you will. It's just fun. And look how easy this is to do. Literally, you're watching me create the light live, for each shot, and I can just move it to where I want it. If I want a different look, I'm just going to move it, and I'm going to see it before I even shoot it. You see that hot spot in her forehead? That has to be taken care of in post. That's the worst of it. But the light look that I'm getting, I can't do that in post-production. I would rather have to touch up that part of the skin and have that light look out of the box more than anything in the world. So, this is very, very simple stuff. It really, really is. And I know strobe is scary for people, but when you have the best of both worlds in a hybrid and a strobe, and you can see it before you shoot it, this is kind of cool. So I'm getting that, see it with the LEDs, but I'm also getting the power of 18,000 lumens when I do use strobe, to be able to shoot at lower ISOs, higher shutter speeds, and if I want to stop down, I can. I love this. I'm shooting at probably f4 through all these, by the way, and I'm probably at ISO. I was at 64, and then I went to 200 because I wanted to dial back the lights a little bit. The setup is beautiful. Now, look, I just move it. I can see where my shadow is before I shoot it, and guess what? It's exactly where it's at. It gives me that look. I love this lighting. It's, and if you're not used to strobe, it takes way too long to learn this. But if you do go to strobe after this, you're going to have such a great idea of the look and what you can do with it. Now I'm throwing just a light boom arm on here. By the way, these stands and that boom arm and that umbrella I'll throw in my storefront as well on Amazon. I'll leave that link as well. These are great little products to have. So I want this downlight. Now, the downlight is fantastic. Fresnel is a little bit harder, and you can see it's a beautiful light. It's, that look that you'd love. And I have the backlight on really, really low just to give a gradient in the backdrop. But the issue with this downlight is you have to really watch where you're putting it. Now, even though I'm looking at it, and you can see that her hands are hot right now, you're going to have that issue. You see her arms where it's catching that light, because I'm trying to pass it by her and make it softer on the face, but I can't because of the arms. So I move it back just a little bit, move her arm position, and I'm going to get that look that I wanted. So you're using just that one Fresnel. This is all you need. Now, for me, I'm losing a little bit in the back, so I just want to add that second light in as a rim light. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to soften that light up top with that pop-up umbrella. It'll still give me that look, but just a little bit more diffused because I'm still using the Fresnel on it. You could put the dome on it or use it open to get a wider look, but I don't want to. I wanted that softer look, but more defined in one area, and this will do that for you. So this, like you can see, this setup is so easy. There's with the backlight shining on her, it just gives that perfect rim. I love these. forgive my excitement, but these are fun. Now I'm using the same umbrella, just twist it, and I have that beauty lighting set up. It's just gorgeous. Now, I shut the main light off in the back. It's still on strobe, but I just wanted to show you that you can shoot with or without the LED on, and it'll work just fine. This, I'm just adjusting the power of it because it was not high enough. I had to turn it up. And see the backlight there? That's too hot to me. So I have to dial that back and make it softer. And I got that harsh shadow coming in from her earring, so I can just like turn it on, aim it, dial it down, and get the soft look that I'm looking for this final shot. And this is two lights, beautiful, aimed. The other side of this is a lot of people don't like strobes. And like literally, I have had clients say, please use an LED, not a strobe on me because it bothers me, or, there's medical issues for some people. You have the best of both worlds here. So if somebody has that issue, you can shoot them with an LED and then go back to strobe for the next client. Thanks for watching as always. Make sure you look below. And here's some items I want to share with you. So here's the kit. I'm sorry, but this is amazing to me. The 2-light kit, you're saving $800. You get all the extras in there. Everything you need, the long cords, the 100 power packs, the Fresnel lenses, the domes, a little carry bag. Plus, you get the hard case for free. You just have to use I'll put the code in below. Just add them both to the cart, this kit and the case, and then use that code and the case will come off automatically. But I'll leave the link. If you're looking for this setup, this is the time to get it.